Paul, and welcome to our review of the Angry Birds movie. Connor, what is this film about?
This film has no plot, but it's about a bird named Red that everyone hates, and they grow to love him after he tries to save the world from eggs, from pigs.
I don't
trying to steal their eggs. It's just,
Yeah.
This film was bad. I was the only person that was expecting, like, hey, maybe it won't be so bad. I don't know. Maybe it could be good. And everyone was doubting me. And then it got like a 46% in Rotten Tomatoes. So I was like, it could be good. I've liked some movies that have like low scores in Rotten Tomatoes before. And it was awful. The only good thing about the movie were the animation and the voice acting.
Mm-hmm.
When that's the only two good points about the movie, it's bad.
Yeah. Although I do gotta say, Jason Sudeikis was perfectly casted as Red. I mean, he brings a lot of anger to the role, which is a huge necessity of it. Josh Gad even did well as the Yellow Bird.
Yeah,
What's
Chuck.
his name? Chuck. Yeah, and I agree. The animation does look pretty good. I'm surprised that it had such a low budget. It was only like $70 million, which compared to like The Good Dinosaur and some other Pixar films that have like $180 million budgets, it looked pretty good considering a $70 million budget.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do agree with him. This film's pretty bad.
Yeah.
There's
this is just 3 years too late.
Yeah.
For one, like when I heard about this movie, I was like, yeah, it's late, but of course they try to tie in with modern times by having like selfie sticks in there, and that's what I hate about a ton of kids movies. Because like Norm of the North, they have the bear that's twerking, and then they try to connect with kids like, haha, twerking is funny. No, it's 2 years old now. And in this they had selfie sticks and selfies a lot, and it was just, I just hate when that happens with movies, especially, oh my god, the jokes were cringeworthy. Even they tried to have some adult jokes in there.
It just felt flat. It just made it awkward for the kids and awkward for the adults.
Yeah, they just weren't funny. There were some references to other movies, like X-Men Days of Future Past. I don't know if that was a reference or a straight-up rip-off. Yeah. But there's one scene where Chuck does something like Quicksilver in X-Men Days of Future Past. And either that was a reference or a rip-off.
Yeah.
And the worst reference, I'd say the worst part of the movie, was they were running through the castle trying to find the eggs, and then Red opens a door, and there are two pigs that are wearing dresses, and they go, red rum, and then they close the door. It's like, oh, wrong door. Yeah, not only is that horribly put in and horribly used, but they're two different references.
Yeah.
The two little girls don't say red rum. The kid says red rum, and the two little girls are their own reference. It should have been like, if there was like someone biking in, then in like indoors, then the pigs coming up, the two twins going up, that would make sense. But just combining two different things just didn't work, and it was sloppy.
Yeah.
The editing was sloppy. Like, all the editing in this movie was like jump cuts, and there'd be one scene that totally did not fit in with the next scene. And you go, wow, that was really awkward. And the score. See, the score was good in the opening credits. And then the same thing over and over again. And a ton of just bad score, and it's just horribly done.
Yeah, I agree. And also, let me just say, this feels, you could really feel that this was supposed to be a short film. Because it felt stretched out to like an hour and 37 minutes was this film. And it was just, to me it felt like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, where they had a super small plot, and then they just kept on stretching it out further and further to the point that it got annoying. I mean, this film was more annoying than Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid in that regard, but still, that was really annoying. A lot was shown in the trailers, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Like, if you've seen the trailers, you've practically seen the entire film.
Like, spoilers ahead, they already showed it in the movie and the trailers. But in the trailers, they're running throughout the castle trying to find the eggs. Yeah. What else do you need? They find the eggs. They get the eggs.
Yeah. And they practically just show that in the trailer. It's not funny. I never laughed. Like,
No, I laughed once because of how bad it was.
yeah.
That's really.
I mean, I didn't laugh at the adult jokes or the kid jokes. And I mean,
Yeah.
some of the adult jokes just seem really off-putting. I mean, like, there's adult jokes in Pixar films that work really well. Yet the
Yeah.
jokes in here just felt really awkward and sort of out of place and forced in there. Just sort of like, oh, we want adults to enjoy this movie, so
Yeah.
let's just put this in here, and then adults just wouldn't enjoy it. And also, final bad thing, this film's really, really repetitive. It's
Yeah.
practically the same thing
Okay.
over and over again,
Okay.
which, I mean,
So-
it's kind of like Looney Tunes. And Looney Tunes works well in about 30-minute increments. But imagine Looney Tunes for 3 times that. And eventually it just gets annoying because it's just,
Yeah.
it just gets annoying.
So, there are two characters you saw in the trailers. There's the mime that goes, "Oh my god," when it sees something that's crazy. But one, he's a mime, and it would have been funny once. But they say it like 5 times throughout the movie, and it just makes him look like a bad mime.
Hmm.
And Matilda, she's supposed to be like this super calm person. She goes, deep breath, and it just seems like she's bad at keeping in her anger.
Yeah.
And she's supposed to be really good at that. And it not only does it drive away from the characters, it just seems like it's not funny. It never was funny, but it just becomes repetitive and cringeworthy.
Yeah.
And it just makes you go like, really? Why? Like, it just seems like filling. Like, okay, we're gonna have some actual jokes that, okay, we need something here to make this more than 45 minutes long. What about tons of different characters doing the same thing? Also, Terrence. Like, you can just, every single character is a cliche, and you can predict everything that happens. And, oh, God, yeah, just don't see this movie.
Yeah.
There are better kids' movies that are out right now. Wait, are there? Ratchet
Are
and
there?
Clank. It's not better.
Well, Ratchet and Clank is fine. Zootopia, the Jungle Book. Go take
Zootopia.
your kids to see that, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they can wait for Finding Dory.
Yeah, if you already saw those two, just wait for Finding Dory. Or hey, they could probably deal with Civil War. Go take them to see Civil War.
Yeah.
Be a good parent. So,
Or
all
they
right.
could take Neighbors too.
Yeah, Neighbors 2, totally appropriate for kids. All right, I guess that concludes our review. So overall, Angry Birds is just repetitive, unfunny, and long, and boring. It has some decent animation and some decent voice acting, but overall, I just didn't like this film, and that is why I give it a 3.25 out of 10.
I give this a 2.5 out of 10.
2.5. All right.
This year is being really good right now and really bad right now. Like, there are some great films like Sing Street, review up later, and 10 Cloverfield Lane, but there are some really awful movies like this, Norm of the North, Zoolander 2, The Boss, Monkey Up, like, Risen. There's so many bad films this year. Like, it's looking to be a bad and good year. So,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to what the summer will bring, because I know that there will be a ton of flops and a ton of bad movies. We've already seen one of them, this, but I'm hoping there will not be much more.
Yeah. All right, and we're comparing this film to one other film, which is Rio, another film by Blue Sky. Wait, did Blue Sky make this? I don't know. I don't really
know.
care.
It's
But
about
Rio
birds.
has birds, so there you go. Connor, what do you think of Rio?
I really like Rio,
You really like Rio?
but it is not very well made. Like, to the point, like, the animation and voice acting was good. Jesse Eisenberg as Blue was really good.
Yeah.
He was really good.
He was perfectly cast as the fast talker that doesn't really know what's going on. Yeah.
And this is a really fun movie. It's never boring. The jokes are kind of funny, but it doesn't stand out to much of Blue Sky's films. It doesn't
Yeah.
stand out. It's not like one of their best.
Yeah. I think Rio's fine. I think it's the kind of kids film that I would just count as passable. And if it didn't make so much money, it would have never gotten a sequel, and it would have never been a franchise.
The sequel was bad.
I just find this film really passable. I mean, the animation on the birds still look good, but the humans look awful.
Yeah.
It doesn't hold up that way. The humor occasionally works,
Yeah.
but There's a lot of childish
like
humor.
the same as the Angry Birds movie. There are a lot of repetitive characters that's all they do, the same thing over and over.
Yeah, I agree on that. And the voice acting is great, especially Will.I.am is the one bird that he plays.
Yeah.
Don't remember the name, but that was great casting. But it is also quite cliche. The villains are awful. Just they're terrible villains. It's
I think
the
the
cliche
one
of
main
practically every
villain is
villain.
fine.
Really?
He's awful in the second one, but he's fine in this one. I'd say he has some good scenes where he does seem kind of menacing, but all the other villains.
I thought the main bird did fine as a villain, but besides that, I thought all the other ones did bad. I didn't see Rio 2 just purely because of no interest at all.
Rio 2 I saw because it was 25 cents. Yeah, they had a screening summer night program things, so it was like 25 cents. So why not? And it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
All right, what would you score for Rio B?
6 or 5.7.
6 or 5.7?
5.
5. My score.
5.75.
My score will be a 4.5. All right.
Really?
Yeah.
It's bad?
To me, I consider it bad, but I don't think it's an awful film that I think, when I hear Rio, I'm just gonna be like, this film's terrible. It's passable, and I really just have no desire to ever think about it ever again.
Yeah.
To be honest. All right. Well, that concludes our review. I am Robert Burke,
Yeah, I'm Connor Gore.
and this has been the Clever Critics. Goodbye.